Thanks for joining us on the news at 10. The man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students in a home near campus in November chose to stay silent today rather than enter a plea. 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger was arraigned on 5 charges, 1 count of burglary, and 4 first-degree murder charges. His arraignment happened just 1 week after a grand jury formally indicted him on those charges. Morgan Romero has been in Moscow all day, and as she tells us, today is the beginning of a long journey for the victims' families and friends.
6 months after police say he stabbed 4 University of Idaho students to death, Bryan Kohberger appeared in a Latah County courtroom, wearing an orange jumpsuit on his thin frame and shackles on his feet.
Okay, we are now on the record in State of Idaho versus Bryan C. Kohberger.
As the judge read the names of the victims, Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, some family members there grew emotional, wiping tears from their eyes. Judge John Judge read Kohberger his rights and explained the first-degree murder charges he faces carry a penalty of life in prison or death. Then the judge asked Kohberger if he was ready to plead.
Your Honor, we will be standing silent.
Meaning the judge entered a not guilty plea on Kohberger's behalf.
It didn't come as a big surprise that he stood silent.
Former Ada County Chief Deputy Prosecutor Gene Fisher says standing silent doesn't hurt the defendant.
It's a tactic that defense often uses when they didn't have the opportunity to participate because of the grand jury, so they just stand silent.
The courthouse was packed Monday, not only with the victim's family and friends, but with media.
This is the type of stuff that doesn't happen in Moscow.
And with some people who live in the small college town.
When anything like this happens in any form or fashion, everyone feels it in the community, and then especially with this case, it was so, with it being 4 young students, everyone in the community felt it.
The very reason many people here want justice, closure, and the case moved out of town.
It would not be surprising to see it moved. It would be surprising to see it stay here.
It's highly possible Kohberger's trial moves to Ada or another county in Idaho, where there's a better chance of finding a fair and impartial jury. The judge set the trial for October 2nd. It's expected to last 6 weeks.
You know, discovery has been going on since January. As soon as he had been arrested and the preliminary hearing was set, the state was under a duty then to start sending discovery to the defense. So they have a lot of the discovery already.
Fisher and Gonsalves family attorney Shannon Gray believe it's also highly likely the trial gets pushed back, especially if prosecutors file a motion to seek the death penalty, which they now have 60 days to do.
Even speaking with the prosecutors, I think they don't think it'll go for another year or 2. I'd be surprised, but that being said, we'll be prepared and be in trial every day whenever it goes there.
As for Kaylee's family,
we're glad that things are moving forward on this case and are hopeful that there'll be a conviction in the end of all of this.
Who sat through the arraignment Monday.
It's always tough seeing the guy in court, and you know, Steve and Christy are a strong family, and the girls, Olivia, and they lean on each other, and sometimes when it's emotional for one, the other one steps up, and so it's always a tough day when you have to see someone who's suspected of murdering your daughter in a courtroom.
As the attention turned to the suspect,
We are adjourned. Thank you.
the victims' families want to keep their memories front and center, including Madison's dad, who shared how deeply he misses his loving, caring, beautiful daughter.
This has been the most difficult thing that any of us will ever go through, and it's just important to stay close to your loved ones and your family in times like this, I would say. I mean, a lot of us are going to counseling. I've gone to counseling, and it's helped a lot, just being able to talk about things and remember her in the best way that we can and keep her memory alive.
Morgan Romero, Idaho's News Channel 7.
2 other hearings happened after the arraignment this morning. In one, Gray, the Gonsalves family attorney, wanted clarification on what he can and cannot say about the case under the gag order. In that same hearing, the judge also took up the media's fight to get the gag order removed entirely. The judge set a hearing on those issues for June 6th and alluded to perhaps banning cameras in the courtroom for the trial. In the other hearing later in the morning, the judge set a date for arguments over evidence.